Good timing, oh yes. Great timing. You lucky devil. This is worth 18 submarines. Come on, Mama, let the good times roll.
Okay. So we get ourselves all nice and cut up, or at least Scrap definitely does.
It's pretty smooth sailing after that. You can pass by the ziggurats without...
Take the corpses there.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Goes
pick
up.
up your corpses, right? Then you can feel free to take the path across the hazard waste material.
Because that was already triggered.
Right, and nobody destroyed it, and... Yeah, so...
Okay.
And then you come up to, here's the branch. You can go left around the big curve, or right towards the tire fire. Well, it's not a fire, it's a tire pile.
Yeah. The tire pile.
Back to the pile. Back to the pile.
This is gay. This is gayer than a pile. So, left or right? Curve or pile?
The pile is where the entrance was, right? Because that's where we first encountered the...
I was not here.
That's right, you weren't there.
I would elect that one of us make a knowledge check or an intelligence to see if they remember which way we fucking came from.
I feel like you guys definitely remember the tire pile. Like,
Yeah, I
obviously.
remember.
Oh, then so we know which way to go.
Like,
Yeah, I just remember that when we first came in, we had big fights.
I mean, I think I remember telling you guys before, like, and you found out at some point that they essentially they go to the same place.
I figured they probably
to
would.
get to the same place. Like,
I figured they eventually would, and I kind of remember.
Do you take the curve?
Yeah.
With the...
You go around the horn like God intended.
I remember telling you guys that I was like, just go, because we spent like a long time being like, I don't know what to do.
Because you kept, but before you told us that they go to the same place, you kept being like left or right. We're like, well, I don't want to go the wrong way.
I don't want to tell me. You don't just know where the, I can't just.
And Dusty, let's be reasonable. You are also the same way as a player.
Right, every little thing I'm like, but overthinking it.
But
But
I didn't go down this tunnel in the dungeon.
I dread.
What if there's something down there? Go down there. It's just a fucking tunnel.
As a GM, I dread any time Dusty wants to go to a shop. Because he's like, I'm going to need a full list of every item available, and I'm going to need a full description of exactly what they do. And I'm going to need to look over each
window
one.
Shop. He doesn't know what he wants. He wants to window shop.
Yes.
I'll know it when I see it. And
What's
then
available?
that's when you just said, you know what? Roll up.
no,
This is what you find.
that's the mistake.
No, you don't give them a list. No, I'm not. The roll up is not the list. It's the roll up is literally just no on the like random item or treasure table. It's like no.
Then he bitches to me about how the hell does a vending machine hold a ladder. You were the one looking for the ladder.
That was so fun.
No, I loved
You
that.
pulled that ladder out of there.
It's in a bag of
Fucking
holding, of
wonk
course. You pull
ass
out the
on
bag
it.
of holding, and then
No, I
there's
figured the
ladder.
damn thing was like literally crafting it as we're pulling it out.
And if you don't return the bag of holding, the vending machine comes to life to murder you.
There's nothing else between you guys and the. It's just like a long walk. I guess you guys are picking up your
We just
characters
take a
along
long
the
Yeah,
way.
pretty much. We're picking up the trophies.
Yeah, we stop at
I
like
like
the
how
two
it tells you
locations
to
we
make
left
us
them.
walk back, but doesn't give you anything other than like it trips all the traps. Well, there's no traps now, so we just walk back.
Well, there's only one thing left to do, just to get back to the car. But also,
The car.
when we go to leave, I'm gonna take out my gun.
Take out my gun. Okay.
We've got some very angry people in this town.
And everybody's got their environmental gear on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just have to
Look,
like-
the last time we walked down a fucking street, there was like 6 dudes waiting for us.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue on that point.
So the shish kebab salesman outside the gate is probably like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you guys survived," and probably sees like the big glowing carapaces strapped in stacks on your back.
Well, I do also like that the last time that we were here, that he saw us go in, and then 5 minutes later, bunch of blasting. I come out covered in fucking blood. Just take 6 swarmers. What? Yeah. All right. Hands a bunch of shit to a bloody guy. Then I like walk back in 20 minutes later, walk out. Now I'm glowing. You know anybody interested in?
I don't know. You want to make a diplomacy check?
Sure. 12.
No, I'm not interested in that. It'll make all my food.
I asked if you knew anybody who was interested.
Do I know a guy? You know.
Do I know a guy? No, but I know a guy who knows a guy.
I'm pretty sure if you go down the street in any direction, you just keep asking people. There's plenty of people on the street and just selling and trading junk here and there. I'm sure somebody will take it.
We just walk up. They see that every time as we're walking through vendors, if they happen to see us, they're like, "Dink."
But you're gonna have to be a better salesman.
I'll have to be a shrewd salesman.
Shrewd, so shrewd. Now get out of here. You're making me sick. Your mere presence is kind of like really offensive to me.
All right.
This could be a low-key cool thing to do. Just to walk around with radioactive material and have your gear on. And just to check people who aren't wearing armor.
Just keep it in the car and act like we don't know it's there. Like every time we pull up, people are going to be like, "Oh, we're going to
stop every day to charge your suit somewhere."
You said it takes it's 1 minute.
Takes 1 minute, yeah.
Yeah,
You'll
so all we have to
some public charging for it.
I don't even think it's it sounds like we don't all we have to do is just take the helmets off for a minute.
No, it specifically said you go to a local place Ice Planets have them where you can plug in your phone charger or something.
Gotcha.
In fact, you plug in your suit.
I do think it's gonna be pretty funny if the mafia guys are like they find us but we're driving around and then they're just even if they just drive up next to us, they're like, "Oh, you thought you guys could I don't feel so good." Oh, what the hell? Did we eat some bad tacos this morning?
Yeah, I need you to sell these as soon as possible. Shouldn't have let you have a car, but now you're level 3 and have a car. And I can't let you be
we're level 3. We're level 3 with a radioactive car driving around city.
If we can resist the radioactive, which I can just make an armor out of this, I can walk around radioactive. All I have to do is just keep doing throw saves.
As long as we keep finding charging banks, and then we just go buy a little cell phone charging block that also plug our suits into for when we have in between time.
Can you use your nanites to make a container for this stuff?
No, I mean I guess I would have to find.
Could have at one point, but it's gonna take another.
I was like,
level?
There's for minor items I could probably find a container, I guess, but the moment I'm out of my gear array, it's the container's gone, so
Right.
so there's no point.
Okay.
It's gear array is just temporary stuff, so
Right.
It's a tight fit in the car, you guys.
We got plenty of trunk space. I think.
I think 2 of us can auto lock down to cell phones. I'm kidding.
So okay, so we get to the car, we put everything away. Are there
The trunk is fully loaded with Kefik carapace.
Yeah, but does Very 13 know anywhere we could sell this stuff?
Oh yeah. And I may have said it in the description of Kefik early in the campaign, but the streets are full of vendors that sell all kinds of anything. So just pretty much just go down the street and just start making diplomacy checks.
Traffic for sale.
Right, like,
I thought you were being facetious before when you were like, if you just walk down the street there.
no, I'm sorry. I was being really quite literal. I was like, yeah, you just walk down the street and just start making diplomacy checks.
I thought you were just being a bit of an asshole, seeing as I walked out and the first NPC who sells anything, I was like, you know anything about buying these? And you're like, I guess you're just walking down the street asking anybody? I'm like, I apparently.
No, that's how it's done here in Kefik Depot.
Okay. Then
you just start talking to people.
Then I guess we'll I'll
Somewhere between here and Adventures and Junkie.
I'll keep driving up to vendors who are on the street, stopping, rolling down the window, and then
Are you driving, or is
This is Bill driving.
or is Jeffrey driving?
He's literally just
Jeffrey.
doing everything with his arms, driving with his knee.
Can we have somebody else make the check since you've already made the check? Because then otherwise it'd just be like you just keep rolling the dice until you get it. You know what I mean?
What are we talking about?
can I make
Oh,
one
somebody else making
can I
diplomacy
make
check.
one intimidation check to the next guy we see about selling our goods?
I guess if you want to do your veiled threat thing.
Yeah. Well, veiled threat just happens if I succeed in intimidation.
And what does this do? It just makes them more friendly to you, or what is it?
It just makes it to where, so typically there's the higher, like that chart of like how hostile people are.
Right.
And I think veiled threat just makes it to where if they were neutral, they don't become hostile after they realize they've been intimidated.
Threatened.
I think that's all it does.
All right. So yeah, if you want to intimidate the next vendor into buying all your carapace, you can roll it up.
I would be. Bill is an
Can I
8 on
ask
diplomacy.
the dude before he intimidates him? Because I'm trying to switch some shit up. I know
like
we've been
gear?
to like 4 stores, but I was in the book.
Oh, what? No, I mean,
Or you wanted to change up like gear and that you
Yeah.
got?
Oh, yeah. If you guys want to go shopping,
I mean, I'm just helping
I
him sell
wasn't sure
the thing,
what would
which
be
I did not
available
help
in
at
this
all.
area. So, I don't know.
Buy me plate armor, Danny.
We'll see how much I make.
Top of these freaking cars with
Yeah.
the plate armor. Yeah.
well, what was it? It's 8 small ones and then the big one.
Yeah, and you said
So
the
it's
8
like
are
8,
worth 25
25.
each.
So that's 200 plus the big one,
And plus
so
the
that's
another
100,
100.
so 300.
Yeah, so we can get about 300 off these.
Yeah.
We
so-
did get paid in advance for finding Fairy 13 before, so we have those credits as well.
Yeah. Which were those supposed to be split up amongst the entire group
No,
as well?
no, it said 500 each, but it was on one credit stick specifically.
I gotcha. Okay. Okay.
But like, I mean, yeah, like if you, I know, yeah, you want to do an intimidate and.
Yeah, I'm
there's
trying to
like-
just
and there's
bully
like
a
shops
guy.
all around. So yeah, if you want to go shopping, I'm sure you can find anything that's, well, you're supposed to be level 2, so anything that's got an item level 2, you should be able to find, unless it's like something really exotic, like.
Right.
Because I'd just like to sell off most of the shit we have in the trunk.
Right. Yeah. So go ahead and do that for me if you want to roll up your intimidate on a street vendor.
This is my hamster.
25.
Damn.
What's that?
That was fast.
25.
Oh yeah, he
Se-
buys it. He gives you
17 plus 8.
It's
So,
probably all his credits, but yeah, he does it.
well, we've also got other stuff that I was trying to sell, so I don't know how much he's willing to buy. Definitely getting rid of the carapace that's radioactive.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
And, well, unless we want to just keep that, maybe it's going to do good for us.
I don't really want to keep that around.
Nah, whatever. All right.
Fairy 13's in the back seat, like.
She's an android too. She should almost be as good as resisting it.
I-
But then
Every
again,
6
you've also got a
seconds.
lot of constitution.
I was like,
You don't keep a spacesuit on you at all times?
The
Apparently
plus-
the rat does. Why
so,
don't you?
like, I learned that nanosight gives a lot of benefits that racial androids get, so I'm just like
Ah.
stacking those benefits.
Gotcha.
It seems. So that just seems to be what's happening. I'm like, okay, so nanosight is literally just if any living thing wants to be an android, just spec into nanosight.
So we'll sell the carapaces. Are they willing to also purchase our other goods, or is the 300 credits basically tapping them out?
It's a street
What
vendor.
else? What else you got for sale? What else are you trying to sell?
We've got a Yosoki flight suit, an S-Tech suit that's human, pulse fire pistol, tactical batons, survival knives, semi-auto pistols.
Can I go into gear array, give him an item, and then that item disappears after I get out of gear?
I bet you can.
No.
Here's some cable line.
I-
Adventing. Good
I-
stuff.
I'm a shrewd businessman. I'll sell that cable line to them all day.
How much is all that worth?
I don't know.
It's like, they're checking for this fucker that's just making shit out of nanosites, and then it just disintegrates.
like you'd have
I
to
can
check
give you the
the-
book in 1 second.
This is a hamster getting her nails cut.
What?
And she screamed.
Whoa.
Those are little eyes popping out.
What?
I was just a little hamster. had to go to the vet to get her nails cut. I just like how cute and flailing she is. And then
Chimney has nails.
that's yeah. Apparently she was scratching a lot, and so they had to take her to the vet to cut her nails, get her antibiotics, cream, and stuff like that. And then she's better, but she scratched herself till she bled.
I gotta trim my cat's nails.
He scratched himself. Or he
Well,
scratched you.
no, not so much that. I need to keep up on it more because I need to keep up on his back paws because if I don't, he'll start scabbing up his neck.
So we had a flight suit.
I can't think of a thing that would cause him to scratch that much at his neck, though.
Just general
Allergies?
scratching. And just I spent so long not trimming his back claws,
I mean, like,
so they would just catch.
okay, I mean, like, it usually means if it's scabbing and like it's losing hair, then like he's scratching there like a lot. It could be allergies, but it could just be him.
Yeah, but I mean, I noticed that after I did trim his back claws,
It's a lot better.
it was like he ain't scabbing now.
Okay.
So I'm like, yeah, it's just when he would scratch himself, just his claws were so long and fine pointed, they would just
At
catch
this
his
point,
skin.
it may not all be at one vendor,
Put
but
'em in the cone of
I
shame.
can see that for a while you guys are going around shopping, buying and selling, because he's got like a whole list of gear. He's adding it up.
You asked me what it was worth.
I'm not complaining. I'm saying this is how it is. You're gonna make a bunch of money, but it's not all. It's probably not just the one vendor.
Probably.
Yeah. So like, but it's gonna. Yeah, you guys take some time and do some. Very 13's like, okay. So
I thought we were gonna go to the thing, but I guess you guys are doing your own thing. Maybe I'll just walk there. You're not going anywhere out of sight.
As long as I'm hidden inside a vehicle, I guess, yeah. Because she's like, if I walk out on the street, they'll be watching me and they'll catch me. And you guys are like,
You just stay, just stay low and keep and don't be noticed.
this car, it's got a True Warriors bumper sticker.
I wonder if
What
she
are you looking
did
for?
she question that as we were getting in? It's
I
like,
sold
this
one of
is,
my
are you
handguns
guys
and
part
the
of
baton that we picked up and bought a sniper rifle?
As soon as she saw the extra,
Because
armor
that's the
just
only
kinda, like,
thing
laying
that
on the
I
truck,
can
she
be,
figured it out.
whatchamacallit,
well, you know, with bullet holes and blood in it.
Proficient or specialized?
specialized in where I get the full
Oh wait,
bonus.
didn't you guys like put put one of the heads on the front of the car?
We thought about it.
Oh, I thought you did decorate it with gore totems. All right.
No,
that's
we
fine.
talked about it a lot, and then eventually I think we got shamed out of it somehow.
Because gore totems.
Somebody got
weird.
talked out. Yeah, we got talked out of that.
I mean, I didn't care what you guys did with it.
Got a new dice.
So what kind of stuff are you buying?
I sold one of my auto pistols and a tactical baton and bought a Sharon I sniper rifle.
Oh, sweet.
Are you proficient with sniper rifles?
It's the only thing operatives
like
are
3
proficient
people with
with
sniper
that
rifles?
I can use that feat on.
So we got like a good tank and then like a bunch of snipers.
A tank, 2 snipers, and a rat.
Yeah, I don't know what he does.
He's got a rifle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just not acknowledging him because they're mean.
Yeah, I know. Why would you be nice to a rat? We're just a bunch of filthy rodents. What do you know? I wouldn't expect any less.
Well, Jake's favorite race is rats.
In Guild Wars, they're pretty fantastic.
He loves the script. He's going to make a Starfinder thing based around another race, but they're all rats, so he's just gonna follow that logic.
Mm-hmm.
So, because he said, listen, so in Guild Wars, the Skrit, which are rats, are basically like the most intelligent creatures when they're together. Like if they have a whole society, they advance technology, whatever. Anyway, so it's like, okay, so there's gonna be 5 of us, so when we're together, we have the intelligence of above average human, I guess. And then as slowly as we start to basically split apart, we get really fucking dumb.
So right, at least you got a good party, but like don't split the party.
Yeah, I've homebrewed it to where like, oh yeah, I've homebrewed the race to where you would all have to play Yosoki.
Mm-hmm.
The homebrew of it is that your intelligences are all 3. But for each Yosoki that's around you within a certain distance, it goes up by +3. And that doesn't stop.
When you're by yourself,
Right.
it's like, the book can also be a hat.
Yeah. Or like I had done the math before where it's like, oh yeah, if you guys are all on your ship, you're all like 13s or 14s. A city of them is ridiculous. But yeah, one guy walks too far out, he's gone. And and you don't really even think about it is the other thing. Is like the main problem your race has.
You just realize, like, wait a minute, what is 2 plus 2?
It's like, as you get smarter in groups, you don't think about the fact that you're getting smarter in groups.
Yeah.
All right. So, quick question. Are we going to get much deeper than selling off all this stuff?
Like, I guess it's go back to the shop and then, like, answer questions, talk about stuff, but no. Like, because it's the end of the first act. The
Mhm.
next thing will be like, oh.
We don't play.